Vegeta had his moment. It was just that. That's right everyone, Dragon Ball Super episode 122 finally landed it for us all, and oh, that was a really mixed bag, but it was a very good mixed bag at that. Staking his pride, Vegeta challenges the strongest. Vegeta will have his pride cooked as blue as possible. Welcome back to the reviews, guys. Everybody went nuts over the 2-week break. I mean, it was crazy. I saw leaks for episodes, preview shots. We got some actually official images from the Super Twitter itself, the official one. They were really hyping this up because probably Yuya Takahashi, the fact it was Vegeta fighting Jiren, they knew what they were promoting. So very shrewd business decision there. Very shrewd. Flickering that nostalgia switch like a hyperactive 5-year-old. Also, big thank you to anyone who entered the hashtag #TheRealAniRaza fanart challenge from last week, well, not last week, the last review. And if you want to check whether your art got featured, stay tuned to the very end of this video to showcase some of the artwork. It's actually really good stuff. And stay tuned for the next fanart challenge coming up shortly. Good luck! Where we last left off, Universe 3 went out with a bang with their nod to the old movie villains of Dragon Ball Z days. The fusion of Pepperoni, Bororetta, Panchia, and Koitsuka. It looked weird and it looked like Hachiak, but hey, it was a sleeper hit. Sadly, Android 18 bit the dust, but at the same time, it made sure that her brother 17 did some really cool stuff, and it was really well animated. He did a punch, it finished AniRaza, and it's like, whoa, that was really good. It's now down to Universe 7 versus Universe 11. This is the showdown that we've all been waiting for, really, for months even. And Goku and Jiren in particular, they stare each other down. It's looking like it's about to go down, but that's going to happen later because we gotta have Vegeta having his time in the ring first. Are you sure you really want to do that? Because if Goku couldn't do it in Super Saiyan Blue, then you possibly got— oh, wait. Before I finish that sentence, I don't want to be pressing that Goku button. The stage is set. We are having our stare down here, people. We have the close-up of 17's tattered clothes, the flicking of Frieza's tail, Dispo's ears, that little bit of Goku's gi that got torn off a few episodes ago for some reason. Artistic license? I mean, yeah, it looks cool, but a bit random. Even Vegeta's gloves get to rustle in all of this tension. What is up with all this detail? This is so weird. All we need is a soundtrack by Ennio Morricone and some Clint Eastwood from the 60s, and we'd have a straight-up Western here. Dub John Wayne over Jiren, and then we'd pretty much be sorted. Ooh. Actually, that's our idea for today's fan art challenge. We're doing it pretty early this time. Cowboys in the world of Void. Send your fan art to me at MasakoX with the hashtag TOPCowboys, and your fan art might be featured in next week's review at the end of the video. So I'm really keen to see how you will interpret Western genre films with Universe 7 or Universe 11. It can be whichever team you want to do. Just send it over there, and I look forward to seeing it. Good luck! The real reason we're having all of this stare down is that the staff over at Toei really know what they're doing here. This has been in the making for many months, so instead of rushing it right now, they're going to take their time with this, and for some reason this all works. I'm not really minding out this padding, because it's appropriate. The only downside really is that Krillin has to break the silence to remind us all how many minutes there are left in the tournament. 9 minutes. Thank you, Krillin! Now, I would have rather had it if you were just quacking like a space duck. That is just so much more majestic. Then the Omni Kings chime in, and surprisingly, it's not as annoying if they're coming off the back of someone else. If they just done it, they kind of break the tension, but for some reason, I'm not minding it here as much. Suddenly, the Grand Priest thinks that maybe some of the gods and the Kais and some of the remaining fighters might be feeling a little lonely in the really sparse stands that now so many people have gone, so he decides to squish the arena and then get everybody in all cozy and snuggly before they're erased by Zeno. So that means they're all feeling sociable, and yeah, that's so tactful. Lovely. Also, in the panning shot, they don't really seem to be talking, they're just like sitting there, only there are voices going on. This is kind of inconsistent. I know that they might not have had time to animate people moving around or stuff, but they could have at least made it look like people are actually talking. Then Margarita tries to get all up in Vardos's face by saying, "Oh, you're getting really cozy with Universe 7. Oh, girl, you don't get sassy with Vardos. Vardos gets sassy with you." We cut back to the main arena, and this padding is a lot more apt given the situation. And there we have it. Goku and Jiren staring each other down. It's perfect thumbnail art right there. With only a brief cut to Roshi, Goku then powers up to Super Saiyan Blue. And this transformation is a lot more different than the usual one. It's not just instant and then you go straight in. He's really giving it the beans. He's really powering up. He's screaming, there's sparks everywhere. There's dust being flown up and smoke and yeah, oh, this is really epic, but really unnecessary, but I really don't care. Seems like Goku's regained his stamina after many weeks, or in this case for the actual universe, minutes. But oh man, it's getting hype. It seems like Goku's trying to get Ultra Instinct naturally, or trying to do it at command, but it's not really working, but oh well, looks like the fight's gonna commence anyway. So everyone else is going like, yay! Good old Zenkai, Goku's back in the game. Now that Jiren's got the measure of Goku, he's actually willing to be a lot more vocal with the Saiyan, and is actually asking Goku, why are you doing this? Why are you wanting to fight? And surprisingly, Blue doesn't really seem to be that far off of Jiren now. I guess it's just down to good old Zenkai. But this is Goku though. He doesn't have to have answers or reasons or anything that quaint. He just does it because he feels like it. We all know that. He turns the tables on Jiren and then asks him, why does he want to fight? Well, Jiren wants to try and find something beyond strength. Going even further beyond, you might say. But Goku sees right through that excuse and says that, you just want to be stronger too. It's cute. Adorable. The Omni Kings, much like how I described in a previous discussion video, are vocalizing the fan base and saying, yeah, this is what we want to see. We want to see more of this. Yeah, Toei, you're being really transparent this week. But then suddenly Vegeta's all like, forget that! And he just plows in there, fighting Jiren almost immediately. I'm not gonna lie, that moment just made me laugh and go, wow. Vegeta's not gonna sit back this time. Meanwhile, Frieza and Dispo are duking it out, and Dispo's dodging all of Frieza's attacks and seeming to be quite proud of it. But then Frieza throws in some shade of his own and says, oh, look at that. You're just dodging my attacks. The only thing that you're good at is running away. Oh! Would have been nice to have a Berta reference though, but oh well, can't have it all. On the other side of the arena, Gohan and 17 are trying to duke it out against Toppo and his devastating hugs. But back to Vegeta though. He is still launching himself at Jiren, and Jiren's not responding to this at all. He's clearly not interested in the prince, who then gets thrown to the curb in about 1 or 2 hits. Goku then tries to take back the fight again, but this time he seemingly seems to have gotten weaker and then is just held to the ground and is coughing up spit. Remember guys, this airs on Sunday morning in Japan, so yeah, you gotta tone it down for the kids. Vegeta keeps on trying to jump back into the ring, but he gets pounded every single time, and Goku's doing not that much better despite actually holding his own quite well earlier. However, a previous moment when Vegeta witnessed Jiren's multi-punch technique actually releases an opportunity for the prince. He is able to somehow dodge these attacks, and seemingly like Ultra Instinct, it surprises everyone, and hey, Vegeta gets to land a hit! Whoa, that shocks everyone, even me. And I'm pretty sure you were shocked too. This is so awesome on so many levels. It just goes to show, you don't need to have brute strength, you just need to be smart at battles, and Vegeta is that. He is smarter than Goku, much smarter, and his battle strategy and experience is just second to none. And in a way, this kind of reminds me of when Super Vegeta punched Semi-Perfect Cell back in the day. Just that one punch kind of silencing the beast and making Vegeta all smug. Yeah, really brought me back. Jiren's not reading his opponent right now. He feels like he doesn't need to, and it's costing him. And here comes the Yuya! Yep, Yuya Takahashi's taking the reins in the second half, and boy does it show. The first half was pretty decent in terms of animation and visuals, but this is just even better. Yeah, some of the shots are reused about maybe 1 or 2 times, but they still look good, so I'm not bothered. Whis is trying to deduce that Vegeta's trying to get to Ultra Instinct, much like Goku, in a similar way. It worked for Goku, so it should work for Vegeta, right? But it's not as simple as that because Vegeta's not the absolute main character, but it still looks awesome nonetheless. However, despite a rapid-fire Gallic gun, the tide turns to Jiren again, and Vegeta then gets stomped again. He's now trapped in an energy blast that's heading towards the edge of the ring, and he can't seem to outmaneuver it. He is trapped and on a collision course. But we have to wait and see what the outcome is because we got to get back to Frieza and Dispo. Frieza uses his tail to stop Dispo, but Dispo doesn't seem to mind because you can just run with Frieza. Well, that was kind of funny. And really, I hadn't thought of that. Just run with Frieza's tail and throw him into a mountain or something, and that's exactly what Dispo does. Back to Toppo versus Gohan and 17, and they're struggling too, despite the bang going down off screen. 17 distracts the big lug, and it allows Gohan to do a really cool looking Kamehameha, which does nothing. Oh. But no time to dwell. We gotta get back to Vegeta. Is he okay? Is he still able to fight? Well, kinda. He's now back down to his base form, but he's still not gonna give up. That's our Jeets. Jiren then decides to actually speak to him and talks him down by just saying he's a self-righteous brat who doesn't deserve to fight him. His fists are really mean and nasty, and Jiren has to sort him out. But Vegeta doesn't care. When does he ever care? Nevertheless, we get another cool speech with Vegeta saying he justifies his Saiyan pride, it makes him who he is, and he's about to do something really cool. And again, it reminds me about the Perfect Cell vs. Vegeta fight, because he's then about to pull out an old favorite, the Blue Final Flash. Only, yeah, okay, Super Saiyan Blue instead of Super Saiyan, but still, it's the Final Flash against an insurmountable opponent. Nostalgia much? Seems like Jiren pressed the Goku button this time, and he's going to have to face the consequences with the Final Flash. It goes off, it's sparking, it looks amazing, and wow. It's just like the old one, but this time it's ultra crispy. I am okay with this. Jiren then blocks it and is overwhelmed by the blast, and it actually makes his comrades stop and think, wow, is Jiren okay? Okay, he's not standing. Oh, looks like Vegeta did it. Oh no, his arrogance got the better of him. Yeah, that was just a decoy. Jiren's right there, about to do what he did to Goku in episode 110. He traps Vegeta in a ball of energy and then it suddenly explodes. Wow, this is gonna damage Vegeta badly and incapacitate him for a while. He is out of there and Jiren is completely untouched and yeah, that's what we gotta go with only 8 minutes left in the tournament and Goku seemingly got nothing else up his sleeve. Oh boy. And oh yeah, we got a new ending song and yeah, it sounds kind of decent. I like the concept behind the ending visuals, but at the same time, something doesn't feel quite right. It seems a little flat for some reason. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure the likes of Megami33 is going to make a cover of it eventually. Go subscribe to her channel, by the way. And I'll give it a go as well, and I'll try and put a unique spin on it. All in all, this episode was great. It showcased Vegeta's determination and why he's such a unique character. He can outwit Goku and prove that he must not be underestimated, and that's why Vegeta's such a good character in Super. He's coming back again. I was so worried about him earlier in the arc, but no, he's fine now. And yes, I know, I said it many times before, but we were harking back to the Perfect Cell Vegeta fight, but I don't care, it looked great here. When did you guys pick up on that, when you first watched this episode? Leave it in the comments, I'd love to find out. And yeah, Yuya Takahashi, you did another fantastic job. The visuals and the direction were fantastic. It was well worth the 2-week wait. But anyway, that was my review for Dragon Ball Super episode 122. Tune in next time for my review of episode 123. Until then, be sure to like and subscribe. Catch you later!